What's going on, everyone? Today we're going to be looking at your studio setups, your bedroom studio setups, or your $6 million professional sound engineer studio setups, whatever it is, whatever the range may be. We're going to be looking at them. We're going to judge the absolute ever-living shit out of them. Judge them so hard. We're honestly just going to rate them. And I'm probably not going to rate them lower than like a 7. I'll tell you why. Because we're going to kick off from my very first setup. I had to go all the way down into the darkest depths of my old Facebook account that I haven't logged into in 3 years. This is from 2011. Here we go. What you'll notice here is I have my giant absolute unit of a 17-inch Dell laptop from Costco. That is connected to this ViewSonic monitor. And then you'll notice I have just a Numark MixTrack Pro just sitting there. Meaning if I wanted to use the keyboard, I would have to go like this. And the only reason I had that there was to make it look cooler. It's not like I was using that when I was making beats. And then you'll probably also notice one speaker. You know what the other one was? Under the desk. Because I just didn't have anywhere to put it. I was just like, fuck it. These are Logitech speakers, I think from like Office Depot or something, or Circuit City. And then you'll notice a scratch ticket here. Because one time I won $50 on a scratch ticket, which is just an unimaginable amount of money for me at the time. Freshly turned 18, struggling community college student, working part-time at the grocery store. That was literally like half a week's pay. Since I was already on Facebook, I also found a couple more. This was from the second show I think I ever played, 2012. Rocking the Beats by Dre. I upgraded to a Tractor S2, as you can see here. Cool thing about the Tractor S2 is that it had like high pass filters and stuff, which the Numark MixTrack Pro didn't. I would just use the crap out of that thing. I just wanted them to know that I was doing stuff, you know? Pretty much every song be like, phew. Did you guys hear that? I'm altering the music in real time. Last one I want to show you guys is the first logo I ever had designed. Look at this Xbox 360 gamer tag looking ass. Bro put a bullet in between the E's. It's all steel too. And there's a bullet and then broken glass. I was so stoked on this logo when I got it. I was like, this is so fire. Every YouTube intro in 2010. Seriously, if this got animated and then just like with some very 2012 dubstep and then like just some gunshots when the shell casing hitting the ground as the music fades out. So that's my introduction to what we're rocking with here today. So I'm just going to go through here. We're going to check out what you guys are rocking with. Kicking things off right here. This is already... I can't be one to talk about cable management. I used to be a huge cable management person. And then I rearranged my room once and never bothered doing it again because it takes hours. But this is actually pretty good. Looks like, can't tell if that's a Gatorade bottle or a fifth of vodka. Either way, it's empty, primed, ready to be pissed in. So well done. A decent monitor placement too. It looks like the left monitor could be moved over a little bit for that perfect evenness, but some nice plants. I think if you just cleaned up a little bit, this would be a fantastic little workstation. I'm gonna give you a 9 out of 10. You're starting us off very well. Oh my God, it's me. All right, this is 10 out of 10. We'll go XLR Mini. Nice, we got a gamer over here. Looks like a wallet of some sort. It's not open, so we can't see your credit card information. I'm gonna dock you a point for that. 3 monitors, which is goated. You know, I think just a little bit of tidying up could do you well. And then close this gap right here. But very decent. I'll give you an 8.5. Okay. All right. This is some cause for concern, seeing all 3 of these things in such close proximity to each other. That's a vape. Oh, okay. Bro's rocking like the 2015 era cloud competition model here. The kind that takes like 3 NASA size level batteries. And if you take it on an airplane, it's probably going to bring the whole thing down. Modest little interface here. Don't know what brand or model, but it looks sleek, you know, very chrome. 2 audio interfaces. Okay. You got what is it? The Personas audio box or something? Bit of an overachiever here. I'm assuming this is also an interface, but maybe I'm wrong. I just see knobs and it's in the same shape. So dual monitors, same size, almost perfectly even. We'll probably give you 7.5 for this one. All right. Okay. Very nice desk. This looks like it could be handcrafted, guys. Wow. And it has the rollout drawer thing for the MIDI keyboard. Okay. So that's not a glare from the sun. That's a fish tank, it looks like. I was going to dock you a point for having sunlight because you're not supposed to see that as a music producer. Blinds closed. Never. But it's a fish tank, I think. I think that's a light above a fish tank. That's what it looks like. So that's actually even better. That means you have fish. I do imagine that the fish probably has one of, it's got like a filter which creates a constant humming or buzzing or bubbly noise, which could prove to be problematic for ambience. Oh, terrarium. Okay, so it's spiders. Oh, God. Okay, well, in that case, it's not making noise, but it's also just the looming threat, which potentially could keep you on the edge when you're making beats. I could die at any moment. This has to be the best beat I've ever made. A shitty chair for the collab chair, good. That's good. You always need a shittier chair for the person that comes over to sit on, and some art and a guitar and some records. Bro, this is nice. This is really nice. I'm gonna give this a 9.5. Moving on. We got FL open. That's good. What are you working on here? Something 140 BPM. Madonna pad. Oh, okay, modest little HP monitor. I've seen many of these in my day. These are solid. In college, I picked up one very similar to this next to a dumpster. Brought it all the way back to my apartment, and I used it as my second monitor for the entire time, junior and senior and a half, because I had to do an extra semester because I failed. All those years I used it. You got some dust, so I think, maybe trying to push these cables back, even if you just throw them behind the desk, it's the same concept as putting all your clothes underneath the bed when your mom says clean your room. The car is tight. That's fucking dope. Don't know what the hell that is. One Logitech speaker, I can relate. I can't tell if you have another one over here. I kind of hope that you don't, because having one and still being able to make good music, that's the flex, okay? The speech that you give when you get your Grammy. I made this in the basement of my parents' basement. There was 2 basements, and I was on the very bottom one, and I made it on one single Logi speaker. Get one of these too, right here. This thing, it's like $5 on Amazon. You could take it on your keyboard. Just get all that gamer gunk out of there. I'll give this one a 7. Solid, room for improvement. Well done. Real producers use 0 speakers. True. Imagine that Grammy speech. I made this song without even listening to it. In the 3rd basement. There's actually 3 basements. The basement of the basement, then you go down one more level, is another basement. Down 0 light, I couldn't hear anything. I Helen Kellered that shit, and it won me a Grammy. Epic Weeb gamer setup. Let's check it out. Dude, it's like, so there's not enough room on the desk for all 3 monitors. So like, I imagine when you sit down, you're like fully immersed. You're like... It looks like a bigger desk would definitely help, but I do like that you have room for the monitors, and you even, dude, look at that. A cup holder. I've actually never seen such a thing on a desk. That is impressive. I just put my shit on the desk, no coaster. Irresponsible as hell. Bookshelf, what do you got here? Some encyclopedias, some literature. Oh, Tokyo, is this a manga? It's just an entire manga. Okay, sick. I have a poster in my apartment that's from an anime or something. I don't know which one or what. I don't even know what it says. I just thought it looked cool. And anytime someone comes over that knows what it is, they're like, oh, and I already forgot what it's called. They're like, oh, you're a fan of it? And I'm just like, yeah, always have been. I think eventually, whenever you can, either get the space to get a bigger desk, it's gonna help you a lot. I'll give this one an 8.5. Really good. Holy shit, bro. We got a whole record store in here. Here's my disgusting cave where I edit your videos and ship records out from. Okay, well, that makes sense. If you got a side hustle shipping records. This is where the Eliminate HQ YouTube videos get edited. Bro has the whole record store just in his room. I know what that stands for. I'm cultured. Is this man sponsored by Radio Shack? When Radio Shack went unhinged on their Twitter accounts, this is where the guy was tweeting from. Okay, we got some cassettes too and some CDs. I don't think there's any possible way to have something like this and not have it appear cluttered, even though it's not, because like everything's stacked up or put on shelves. This guy edit your videos on that musty old laptop. Hey, this keyboard lights up, dude. This thing's not musty. Yeah, I think clean the desk up a little bit, and I can respect the side hustle. So, I'll give this an 8. And there's a cat down there. Okay, never mind, 8.5. This is a vibe. This is sick as hell, dude. Aside from your laptop covering half of your screen, I would get a monitor stand to bump that thing up a little bit. Looks like you're on the top floor of like an A-frame or something. The acoustics are probably bad, but I'm not one to talk because mine aren't great either. Bro got the cuck chair. No, bro got the cuck whole corner piece, dude. Look at this. This is so sick, dude. A corner, and it's not like a couch either. It's like built into the room, it looks like. This would be perfect for bringing people over and be like, yo, let's work on some tunes. Kind of a cluttered desk, but not too bad at all. This could be cleaned up in like 2 minutes. And just cozy. I'm gonna give this a 9.5 straight up. Toby cameo. Oh, let's go. He is unfortunately covering up with my Alesis V25 MIDI keyboard and Focusrite 4i4. Instant points for the cat. That's a great looking cat. Extra points for the stream being open. I gotta say, I don't think I've ever seen someone put CD cases up as decorations like this. I just know me sitting at this desk for 3 minutes. I'm gonna just be doing something and my hand's gonna go whoop, and I'm gonna knock all of them over like dominoes. Just so quickly, I'm gonna knock them all and I'm gonna be like, fuck. Ooh, wall mounted TV too for the mixer. Good mount for the mic too. Great distance for recording the cat. I don't know what shape these lights are making. I've also never seen LED strips pasted on like that. You know, usually you put them just, that must have been hard to do. How the fuck did you even do that? But overall, more than enough here to make some great beats. That's gonna give us an 8.5 here. Okay, Jesus, dude, this bro is cooking up the most satanic beats that we've ever seen. Oh my God. Yo, you invite people over for like a session. You're like, yo, you want to come over and make some beats? And they're like, yeah, sure. You get to your house. It's like a normal house. You're like, you want anything to drink? And they're like, yeah, maybe like a water. Actually, well, I have a mini fridge in there. Let's go into the studio. You go into the studio and then you're just like, oh, sorry, I'm out of water.
All I have is the blood of my enemies. Hey, have a seat in the collab chair. Oh wait, there isn't one. Sit on the floor, bitch.
No, but I kind of like the red. It's sick. I think I would just get like a little frightened at first, you know? Imagine he makes lo-fi. Yeah, you go in there and it's just the chillest vibe ever. Dude, these things are so funny. I don't know what they are, but they're so funny. They're so small. I want to, dude, imagine just wheeling a tune back. Wheeling a tune back on one of these, and instead of going like, you're just like, dude, like chopping rhythm on this thing. You're just like, like the tiniest little fucking grippers. That would be hilarious. You should film yourself doing that. 3 monitors, dope. You got this blue snowball microphone. I've never actually used one, but they seem kind of like universal. And cool light up keyboard. Other than the potential of like witnessing like some kind of exorcism or something, I'd say this is solid. I'll give it a 8.5. A lot of 8.5s today. Dude, here we go. Now this is just a real solid, honest, someone that's really just like, look, man, this is honestly, this looks like a nice laptop. At least it's a MacBook Air. What is this Logic kind of beat are you working on here? Oh, 140, making some just absolute, yo, this is the tune you're gonna send to that guy that we just had, and he's gonna use his pointer finger to wheel that shit back. I also don't even know if you have headphones, but even if you don't, you can still make a song with just MacBook speakers, like if you know them well enough. Yeah, you know, just a real honest, solid thing here. I'd maybe run the bed sheets through the washer once, and then you'd be good to go. What do we got here? Damn, this is this might be the first 10. Look at this good boy. Look at the goodest of all boys right here. This isn't even your setup. This is your dog's setup. This is what your dog is making beats on. I love how he like literally posed for this, dude. Actually, I got a docu point for Ableton. Give you 9. All right, moving on. Okay, God help me, I use LMMS. That's the browser software, right? This is skateboard. Oh, stream pulled up. Okay, that's InstaPoint. Yeah, this is another just, you know, honest putting in the grind. This is the grind right here, okay? Like, because there's not even enough room for a desk, so you're just like, fuck it, I gotta put it on whatever this thing is. But you're still pumping out the beats, so we can admire that. Yeah, we'll give this, you know, the rating's kind of like, I want to give this like a 7.5, but I also realize I also want to give this a higher because, like, you know, under these circumstances, still finding a way to make beats. So for that, I'll give it an 8.5. Damn, the monitors look expensive. Oh wait, no, these are the Yamaha HS8s, right? Those are HS5s. Well, they look huge. Maybe it's because it's got like the big dick camera angle cactus in the middle of the desk. Oh, I didn't even know. I thought that was a lint roller. So, the worst lint roller ever. You're like, oh God, I got some cat hair on me. Just, oh, God, fuck. And then like you don't have any hair on your shirt anymore, but you just have tons of like blood stains. This is solid, clean setup. Not sure about the cactus placement, if that was intentional. I'll give this a 9. This is great. Aside from the monitors, I didn't know that. That's a 10. Okay, I think this is our first corner desk. Okay, so the problem with the corner desk is getting the monitor placement because you got the Tetris shit going on right now, you know? What I would do here is I would move the monitor over here and swap it with the laptop if there's enough room. So you'd have at least somewhat of a more even thing. Also, you know, just to free up space, you could just unplug the tractor unless you want to use it because you're not using this thing all the time. But if you're like, oh, I want to DJ for a little bit, and then you can move some shit over and put it up. But you got the Audio Technicas, that's great. I think this has potential to be a lot better. Just got to rearrange. So with that in mind, I'll give this a 7.5. Okay, here's the thing. I know PC on the floor is like bad, like no, but I think with a hardwood floor like this, it's could be okay. But I think if you put the PC on the ground, you would have so much more room here. You could probably push the monitors back a little bit. You can move them closer together. It would look cleaner. You're not supposed to put PC on carpet. Not really, because the fans and the heat just attracts all of the dust and everything just in there. And before you know it, you got like just gunked up, caved up shit. And then probably some shit about static electricity that's probably not that important. It's better to put it on the desk if you have carpet, or mount it. I used to have mine on my desk, and then I got the second one for I didn't get the second one for streaming. I started using the second one for streaming my old PC, and then now I have two. So I couldn't have two computers on the desk. It was taking too much room. So I put them both on the ground. They're both currently on carpet. It's in my Amazon cart. It's been in there for months. There are these things that you attach to your desk. They hold your PC off the ground. But here's the thing, ever since I did that, like I noticed it. Like I go down there and I pop the case open and I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta like clean all this shit out. When it was on the desk, that didn't happen. But when it's down there, dude, Walter hair and everything just getting sucked in through like the heat vents. But this is homely. I don't know what this room is, but it's kind of cool. It's like small. So like it's your only purpose in here is to just pump out some beats. Yo, what is 50 bags of, what are you doing with 50? What are you doing with a 50 pack of David? Oh, sunflower seeds. Oh my God. They sell those things by the tub. I can tell that you don't spit them on the ground. That's good. This could be much worse if there was just sunflower seeds all over the floor. That's great. This is a 9. It's an 8. It's an 8.5. All right, now hold up. I have a laptop with 4 gigabytes of RAM and I use FL21. I do magic, nobody cares. Not with that attitude, they're not going to. Very clean. You look like you either do part-time magician work, maybe in between sessions, you're like out being like, hey, pick a card. And as far as the 4 gigs of RAM, bro, this thing, 2 gigs. And let me tell you, it hurt, but you power through, you push through, you make it out alive, okay? There's a light at the end of the tunnel. I'm gonna give this a 9. Very clean, very straight to the point. You could definitely make some music here. Astronauts only had 64 kilobytes of RAM and they went to space. Holy shit. This is the first video that we've gotten. Yo, dude's packing. Holy shit. The dog is passed out. I like that the highlight of this video was not even the studio. It was just the dog. Bro, what are you doing out here? What are you doing? Are you like game hunt? What is this, from the Civil War? How old is this gun? Yo, this motherfucker like survived, I don't know, the first pandemic and then is still here to experience the next one. Out here hunting game. I have a freezer full of like pheasant. Yo, he shoots one thing and he's like, all right, I gotta reload, and then just... I like that it's right next to the window though, so like if you see anyone, okay, not a person, don't shoot people, anything, like yeah, waiting for Bigfoot to pop out, exactly. You just see some shit out there and you're dude, you're in here, you're in the zone. Oh, hold up. Yo, Bigfoot want to pull up right now? All right. Yo, when this guy's making beats, you don't know if the gunshot's coming from the song or real life. It could be either or. You have no fucking clue. You're just like, I don't know. And the Coleman camping chair. Oh my God, there's so much to this that I haven't even noticed. This is incredible. Headphones over the monitor. Yeah, true. Dude, true. There's just like, I don't know what to think. This is it's so unique. World War II out of 10. God damn. Yeah, this gets a 9.5 just for the sheer, like, what a setup, dude. What a place to sit down and just make tunes. All right, point for the stream. Oh my God, all the announcements. My God. You got Southern Comfort, the Kraken, some root beer, and then just hot sauce. This has got to be like some kind of Alka-Seltzer, whatever, a heartburn medication or a acid reflux medication or something. Got this thing posted up for when you have to apologize to your family. You have trash bags, bro. You got to use them, man. You got to, buying them is just the first part. I think need bottle caps. Is that a dirty fork on the keyboard? You got a fork on your number pad, bro. So you got a bit of a Command Central thing going on here. I think this could be a very cool, cozy spot if you just cleaned it up a bit. So with that in mind, I'll give it a 7. This could be much better with just a little tidying up. Dude, did we get our first like professional ass studio here? Bro took a panoramic photo. Yo, the thing is so big, he had to pull one of these. You know, keeping the line centered and everything. Holy shit, dude. This is amazing. I'm so glad at least one person sent one of these in, dude. This guy probably like works for like a movie studio, has like a back-end music production job, you know, doing like really technical fucking shit. You know, it's like I'm over here like, you know, making doo-doo weenie fart dubstep noises, and then this guy's probably like literally straight up like you're either in here like producing hit records, some kind of exponentially more sophisticated shit. And if that's not the case, you're balling either way. The pano photo makes it difficult to get like an actual size comparison, but we do have a sweet looking doggo right here. Dude, you have roof treatment. Are you kidding? I know there's like a certain like homeliness to, you know, kind of having the bedroom setup, the bit of clutter, you know, it's like what it makes it yours. This is like, I dream of having something like this. I do. I'm giving this a 10. Okay, this seems excessive. Tissue box, okay. I'm sure it's just for runny noses. Why are the headphones so far away? Where are the headphones? Oh God, every time I zoom out. Yeah, that is a wild spot to put your headphones, Stan. Like every time you need your headphones, you gotta go. Oh, hold on one second. Christ. Cool guitar. Wish I knew how to play one. I've got a subwoofer here. Other than that, I don't really notice anything out of the ordinary with this setup. Interesting monitor placement though. That's a bit of an issue. Also, the door looks like every time you open it, you hit the desk. That's unfortunate. I mean, that's just a room size issue. Not much you can do about that. Yeah, I'll give this an 8.5. Straight to the point. You got the 1970s looking wallpaper. PC on the ground, but hardwood floor. Looks like a pretty clean floor too. So Logitech keyboard box, but looks like you upgraded to RGB here and a different mouse as well. So not sure what this thing, oh, maybe it's there to hold the thing up. Interesting. You got some antiques, popping into Antique Roadshow and just, you know, picking a couple things up. Pretty fire. There is enough space to move around. These cables are a little anxiety inducing, but I can already tell if you cleaned them up, you'd have plenty of open season space right here. I mean, nothing is staring at you the whole time. You know, this looks like some shit out of Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. You know, we'll give this one a 7.5. Oh shit. All right, we got another Command Central with freshly ordered Chinese food. Chow mein. No time for any type of studio monitor, it looks like. Would be nice to have some kind of external, you know, kind of audio source. A little Nintendo Switch peeking out over here. I can see this one being very great for stimulation, you know, like you're just anywhere you look at the screen. It also is a little bit crammed with the L-shaped corner Tetris desk. As far as a production setup, like making music, this seems much more like a gamer setup than a music making setup. So it's rating from a music production standpoint, I'm probably gonna give this like a 7. Everything else is great though, you know. Oh, here we go. Corner setup, foam. Is that a brick wall? I love this, although I'm curious if that gets in the way of actually playing the keyboard. I'm realizing that I can't see how much overlap there is there. Prison setup. No, this definitely looks like a cellar or basement or something, which oftentimes are pretty cool for making, you know, little cave setups and shit. You got one of those giant monitors. You got one of those circumference of a flying eagle monitors, dude. Yo, bro's got the Dell, the 42-inch model. Bit of a tough angle to see at. Maybe, you know, I don't know how this speaker would look up. Oh, this is solid. I also don't know what the rest of the room looks like. My safe bet would be probably an 8. You know, I don't know how much room you got to move around here, but my God, what? The socks are just from, you just haven't done laundry. You got boxer shorts on. What is this photo? How did you even get such a front facing? I'm on your wallpaper? That's a start menu. Oh God, there's so, okay. All right. You know what? It gets a rating. Cool. Okay. What's going on here? Xbox 360. Does your laptop say cigarette? Yeah. What kind of computer you got? I got the Cigarette X50. Gigabyte. Oh, yeah. No, I knew that. Dining room table chair. Like, you know, I get that it's using what you got, utilizing what you got. I weep for your back. Lots of books. Wimp Dog Day. Bro doesn't know what Diary of a Wimpy Kid is. How does Nate not know what I know it? No, I know. Oh, I'd be worried if I didn't know what that was. Yeah, I'd be concerned too. Like that's fucking crazy. I'll give this one a 7. Let's go. Okay, this is pretty solid actually. Take the cardboard out, you know. Quick trip to the bin with that. Is this like an electronic mouse pad? That's kind of crazy. So you're rocking the TCL TV as the second monitor, which depending on, I don't know, I've tried this before and the input lag is just atrocious. Although it could have just been settings that I had because I didn't really know what the fuck I was doing. It was ages ago that I tried it. I drilled so many holes, there's no stuff. Oh, I don't want to do this anymore. Who needs a mounted TV? I don't want a mounted TV anymore. Well, I've done it in here too with this TV, and like whenever I connect it to the PC, there's just always issues, dude. There's always random, unexpected, unexplained issues. It's like just really hard to get it to. That's a bunny. Is that real? Is this thing alive, or is that a slipper, or it could be a stuffed animal? 100% real. That is so cool. You have a studio bunny rabbit. I get why the cardboard's here now. It's for him to chew on it. Look, it's got bites all over it. Okay, don't throw that away. Anything's a slipper if you're brave enough. How dare you? He didn't mean it. He's kidding. He didn't mean that. This is great. Clean carpet too, which is impressive considering you have a literal shit factory. I guess you don't really have a choice but to keep the carpet as clean as possible. This is great. I'm giving this a 9.5. I might have to get a fucking bunny. I mean, I got Walter. He might have something to say about that. But imagine if I got one and they got along so great. They were just little buddies, and me. He'd be my little buddy friend too. I just clocked that one into the folder of future Nate endeavors, because that is something I want to look into.